Terry's generic CAD lesson. First of all, most CAD programs, you have this much in common. You have the work area, you have the drag down menu, and you have the tool palette over here. Okay? This is the work area, basically the piece of paper, drag down menu, and then the tool palette. Here's your border, your title block on here. This is the beginning of your centering box here. Okay, right in here. So first thing, just like your other program, the pointer tool up top can only be used to select things. You can't draw with it. Secondly, the drawing tool, second one down, draws the lines. We're drawing a line now straight across. We could count the dots. Right now our grid is set at 1/4 of an inch grids. We could also look at the length down here. That'll give us the current length of the line we're drawing. So I made mine 5 inches over. I have another line 1 inch in, so I go 1/4, 1/2, 3/4. Side view up 2.5 inches. Over. Now for the front view, it should be the same height as the side view. Come over 1 inch, same as I did on the top. Come over towards the height up, 1/2 of an inch up, and down. Come over to our tool palette to choose dimensioning. Put the overall 3 dimensions on. There is the overall dimension for the width. Click on the line, put it 1/2 of an inch away from the object. Dimension for the depth, dimension for the height. When you're done, do not open up a new drawing file. If you go to File New, it's going to give you a blank piece of paper. Close out of that by going File Close or click in the upper right corner. Okay? Go File, Revert to Saved. Discard. Now I'm going to do drawing 2. Drawing 2 comes over 2.5 inches. 2.5 goes up 3/4 of an inch. 0.75 over. 2.5 inches tall. Line in the middle. 2.5 inches tall here. Same length as the top view, of course. Drawing 2. If I want to change drawing 2 to 3, I could just add the extra section on here. Split it in the middle right there. And right here. Now I go back to my arrow tool, top one. Select this line. You can either go under Modify and break the line. You can trim it. Okay? If I break it, it's going to tell me enter the first break point and the second break point. Usually the break is just used for entering in, taking out a section in the middle. If you're just going to shorten a line, you can just click it and bring it back, making it shorter. Okay? Now this next step, I'm going to change this to drawing 4, and that gets in how to change the different views and the different types of lines. So what I'm going to do is hold my Shift key down and get rid of all these lines here that I don't want. Then I can go up under Edit, just cut those out of there. Come back to my line tool and go in 1 inch. There's 1/2. 1 inch in here. I need to change that line now, so I go under Settings, Line Style, make that a hidden line. Okay? This one here, same thing. Hidden line. Hidden line here. Hidden line here. Okay, now I've come back and on the front view, cut the hole in the middle. Same as it is there, same as it is here. Except now I need to go back and change that to a regular line. So I go back to my line style, make it a plain line, finish up. Okay. Now the nice thing is once I've created an entity, I can select that entity and go Modify, Move, for instance. I can move it to compare it here. Compare the width of it. I can move it off the screen. I can take it over here and compare the depth of it. I go and Modify, rotate. Rotate here and there. Now I can compare the depth. Okay, that's the first lesson on generic CAD.